Hey everyone, Linda Reed-Enever, and welcome back to another Tips Tuesday session. And I'm excited to be here. It's been a bit of a morning of delivering tips already. If you have a course creator and you're a member of the Thinkific Studio group, then head on over there. And we did an exercise this morning. The audio quality wasn't the best, but we did an exercise this morning on taking the course content out of your head for the Thinkific Studio members. So if you are a member, jump in over there and feel free to go through that exercise and join it with me, because course creation is one of those things that you can plan for 2021. And it seems that I don't have the audio issue that I had before. So we'll get started. We will share through to business, and we will jump into Tips Tuesday time. Okay. So earlier this week, late last week, we launched the 2021 Business Life Planners, and the 2021 Business Life Planners are designed to help you plan and get your information out there and really jump into the world of planning and organizing your life. Now, I know people are sitting there going, oh my gosh, are we planning for 2021 right now? Yeah, we are, and we are starting to get together and make sure that we are ready to plan for 2021. Now, the Business Life Planners are due to arrive in due to arrive in your hands very early October is what we're planning for here. We're hoping that early October you'll be able to have them. But I wanted to give everyone, in line with the fact that we are already talking about business life planning and getting our goals and everything set for 2021, a few things you can plan for 2021, because I don't know if anyone else is like me, but my 2021 workshop planner and everything went out the window. It just died. So it's a case of I'm going, oh my gosh, what am I going to do next? So what are some things that we can use today to plan for 2021? Okay, so the first things that we can possibly do is, and if you've got business life planners, we're in the 4th year of running business life planners. How cool is that? If you've got your business life planner, inside the business life planner, there's a section called What Worked. And that What Worked bit, once you go through each month and you go through the What Worked, go through your business life planners for 2018, 2019, or just recap if you don't have a business life planner, and go through those What Worked sections. What were the stuff that worked really, really well? And start to create a bit of a to-do list and a bit of a plan or a bit of a spreadsheet of those things that worked for you in 2019, 2018, 2020, if you did have some stuff work. And look, we have had wins within 2020. There has been wins along the way as well. Focus on what worked and start to write those down and work out and brainstorm and move off different ways about how you can replicate the components of what worked. So what worked for you within that 2019, 2021. The other thing that we can look at, and we can look at organizing through this process, is we can look at what didn't work. Okay, so what do we want to change? How do we want to do things differently? And for those business owners who are in lockdown, who are having to reimagine how their businesses work right now, this is a really good opportunity for what do we want to change when we come back in 2021, or how do we want to do things differently? And spending the last quarter of the year, so the last 4 months of this year, winding up those projects that maybe we don't want to continue into 2021, and setting the boundaries about how we're going to operate within 2021. So you can look at what worked within 2019 and 2020 and start to create a big list and some little work off options from there. And then those things that you want to change. So how do you want to do things? How do you want to be seen in 2021? Now, 2021, if we look at it from this point of view, it's our 21st birthday. We can remember when you were 21 and you could do whatever you liked? Well, that's how I'm approaching 2021. I'm approaching it a new leaf on life. I'm a brand new business grown up, whatever you want to say about it. But I am approaching 21 with so much enthusiasm about turning 21. So that same enthusiasm that I had when I turned 21. So I am able to decide how my life is going to go, how my business is going to go, and how my operations are going to go within 2021. So that's how I'm taking my approach to 2021. It's my 21st birthday all over again, and I get to decide how I'm going to, run my businesses within 2021. So what's worked? What do we want to do? And how is the new look whatever your business name is going to be, how does it operate within 2021? That's the things that we can start working in and planning right now. The other things that you can start working on for 2021 is your content plan. So what blogs are you going to use? And use the isolation time right now to write some really strong evergreen pieces of content. Pamela, thank you. I'm glad you're loving the energy this morning. Write down some content ideas. So write down some content plans, some blog posts, maybe, go through the what work stuff and start to create some content around those areas. Have a look at your insights. Have a look at what people are already coming to you for and searching for you for, so that you can create more content around those areas, and maybe look at different ways you can deliver that content. So if it's been successful in blogs, can you maybe plan a podcast for 2021 or for the last quarter of this year if you're really excited about it? Can you possibly plan to do some videos or some Facebook Lives? Can you time block your week out? And that's another big one that you can do for 2021. You can start to put some time blocks in place. Okay, these are my marketing days. These are my business days. These are the things that I'm going to work on, so that you can start actually working towards it now, working towards what those days and what your weeks and your makeup of your ideal week is going to be like when you move into the world of 2021. Okay, the other thing that we can start planning for 2021 is our online events and workshops. So we know that we can deliver stuff online. We know that people are engaging with us online. We know that Facebook has launched paid events this week. We know that we can deliver online. So what can we deliver online in 2021? And are we going to turn up once a month and do a webinar? Are we going to do a Facebook Live once a week? Are you going to start a series like I have here on Tips Tuesday, where you turn up regularly for your audience and they get to find out who you are and know what you do? So for 2021, you can plan your online appearances, your online ability to be able to deliver stuff. And if you're a little bit brave like me, you can also start to work out what your workshop plan might be for 2021, or what events and festivals that you might look to be going to. And that brings me back to, and I've got one more, I've got a bonus tip in today, the bonus tip. The other thing that it is about getting out the calendars for 2021, the event calendars, the key date calendars, the industry calendars, the editorial calendars that publications run, and start to plan ahead for when you're going to, get your press releases out there. If you're going to attend events and workshops, maybe create a map of where you're going to travel and what events and workshops fingers crossed, borders open, we're allowed to travel, you can jump in and attend. So it's all about making sure that we use our calendars and we use the plan for 2021 and those key dates, and making sure that we're ahead of those key dates and we're writing our industry terms and our topics, and we've got some really strong blog posts going through that because we've used the key date calendars that are out there. And then the biggest thing that you can plan for 2021 is the goals. Okay. Now these can be the big, massive, hairy, scary goal for 2021. And, in case of, you're turning 21, you can make your business what you want. So you can make it a big, massive goal. And by the end of the year, you want to do that. And then breaking that big goal down into quarters. Or you can do it another way. You can pick a goal for each quarter. So by quarter, say for example, by quarter one, I want to have my online presence and my website up and running. By quarter two, I want to be delivering online courses, or I want to be launching a podcast, or I want to be blogging once a week, or I want to be spending one day a week completely out of the office. And pick those goals for each quarter that will work for you. By quarter three, I want to maybe set a sales target. I would like to see the sales target, or set a product launch through each one of those quarters, so that people are able to engage and connect with you and really delve into that world where you've got the goals and you're actually breaking them down into the month by month section. So remember, inside the Business Life Planner, we've got the big goals, and then we break them down into a goal for each quarter. So if you start setting those goals for each quarter right now, you're able to then all of a sudden break them down into your monthly goals and your other goals throughout that period really, really easily. So what worked for you in 2019 and 2020, 2018? What's worked for you in the past? Let's go and recreate some good stuff. And we don't have to reinvent the wheel. We have to deliver what we know our people want. And if it's worked for us in the past, then chances are they're going to want it from us again. What do you want to change? As I said, 21, we're turning 21, we're all turning 21 again in 2021. We can make our business whatever we would like throughout that period, and think of it as a rebirth opportunity to come out and be who you are and what you want to be within business, and start to define new boundaries, new guidelines for how you're going to work. You can work on a content plan. You can start looking at using those calendars, using the ability to be able to talk to people, and start to create a bank of content now, especially if your business is different right now. If you're not able to actively go out and get business, then maybe write some blogs, do some tutorials, do some how-tos, and look at how you can turn up online. That's what you can control within 2021. So you can look at online events, online seminars and training pieces you want to work for. You can look at how you can deliver online workshops, places that you can network online, places that you can guest post. And once and my final bonus tip is to set those goals for each quarter and the year, and know where you're going to be going throughout that area, and give yourself a bit of a light at the end of the tunnel moment. Allow yourself to go, okay, well, 2020 hasn't worked out exactly as I planned, but I'm alive. I can go forward. I can do stuff. And what I can do right now is I can control what I can do in 2021 and how I can adapt my business to fit within the changing world that we are still likely to be living in within the next 12 months. Nothing is going to be perfect over the business journey, no matter how much we plan and try for it. Something will always pop up. But if we can set ourselves goals and we can work towards them and we know what they are, we can sort of dodge the bullets and flex our way through that journey throughout our planning journey. Now, for those of you who have not seen a business life planner, let me duck off screen for just 2 seconds. You're going to hear a yucky microphone noise. Apologies. And I'll get one to have a look at. We'll bring 2 across. Okay, sorry about that. Ducking off screen for just a moment because I didn't have my props with me. Fingers crossed. And so if you haven't seen a business life planner, this is the 2020 version. 2019's here with me. And the bonus that everyone gets inside of getting a 2021 business life planner is, if you're one of the first 50 people to order one, we're going to go through a detailed deep dive and strategy session into your marketing. So we're going to work into the world of marketing. So there's a dedicated session which only business life planner people will get. So you've got to have a business life planner to come into this special session in November. So we'll look at marketing strategies for 2021. Okay, so your business life planner starts with a whole heap of goal setting tips in here for you. But what I wanted to remind you about was this particular section here at the end of each month. Okay, so at the end of each month, you've got your month in review. So this is a bit that you need to go back to right now if you've been running it, and look at what your wins were. What worked? What did you learn? What areas do you want to improve? And remember, if you're still running 2020, which we are, remember to make sure that you're covering what you're grateful for and you're not letting that bit slide away from you. The other component is that you'll be able to start, once you get your planner in October, breaking down your goals for each month, setting it through into the goals for each month, going through the monthly tasks that Clive and I have helped put in there to help you go through it, and then starting to plan your week ahead with your tasks and opportunities throughout there. So that is what a business life planner looks like in a bit of a nutshell. If you want to have a more detailed look, head to the link that I've popped in with this video. And as I said, those of you who will be joining me throughout the first 50 people get to join me for once on a exclusive offer to do marketing strategies for 2021 with the business life planner. So for those of you just joining in, feel free to go back and watch from the very, very start. But the key things we can do right now is we can look at our content plans, we can look at what we can do for 2021, and we can approach 2021 as our 21st birthday. And like when you turn 21, you've got control of where your life is from here. So let's do the same thing with business. Okay, guys, I'll see you next week for Tips Tuesday. Bye.